So it's switching out the cable, the steering cable on a Yamaha 19-footer. This wheel was insanely hard. Right now it's disconnected. So what you got to do is take this cushion off, and then you got to unhook this seat. This seat, the seat back has two wing nuts, and you access them. So you got to put your hand through here and take them out. Back of the seat looks like this. So there's one wing nut and the second wing nut. So you take those out so you have access to the back of the helm. Now you can see in there, that's the little steering box. And this is the cable. The cable is held up like this. There is some hardware. That keeps it locked up on the arm. So you want to hook it like I did here. And then you go to the back of the boat. On this side, you gotta get rid of the little wet storage compartment. There's a bunch of screws. Just take that right out. Not a big deal. And if you look all the way down there, you can see that I pulled some of that silicone out, which is here. Basically, where it's hooked up to the little pump and rotor assembly, which I just lost a little nut. You could see that there's also a nut in the back. That one's really hard to get to, so you need a tool. You need this tool, which is an O2 sensor puller, 22 millimeter. So this is able to go around this nut, this cable. So you put it like this, and you attach it, and it could go all the way down there. And then with a ratchet, you could just unscrew that, that little nut that holds everything together. So once you take the nut out of there, I was trying to get this linkage out of here, and as I was trying to get it out, look, this thing broke right out. I don't know if you can see it. So my leg, probably if I went out one more time, I would have been left without steering. The thing just broke. It's completely hollow in there. So now I'm trying to get this thing out of here, but there's a lot of silicone. So what I did, I'm just hammering it. Once you take the nut out, I'm just hammering it in. So it's just like a little copper sleeve or something. I just put this in here, and I hammered it in. So now it's loose on the other side. So hopefully I can get it out the other side. And there's the other side. You can see that I pushed it all through. You see the other nut. There's a washer on the opposite side, and there's a lot of silicone. So I'm gonna have to clean that up. Whenever I get to route the other cable, I gotta put a lot of silicone in there. So now I just pulled the new cable out with the old cable. So basically on the back, I used some, as you can see, I put the new cable, and I just used a lot of electrical tape around the old cable. And then it looks like this boat already had this replaced once, because usually I think there's some cable ties or something that might be under where the gas tank is, which is over there towards the back. But this one I was able just to pull through all the way up to here without any kind of issues. It just came right through. So again, just basically tape it really well so it doesn't get caught on anything, and pull it really carefully, and you should be good to go. This is just a quick process on how to remove the nut out of the steering cable. You get the O2 sensor remover. You get a long extension like this. This could go around the cable here, and it goes all the way down. I don't know if you could see it. So then you could easily remove it with a ratchet. And you can see how it works. It just goes around there, and then you'll be able to turn that nut. This is the inside. Once you remove the outer nut, what's left is just in the inside is this, which is silicone. So you could tap it out. You could tap this from the inside, from the outside. Just basically get a hammer and tap this in so it becomes loose. Once you replace the cable back in, you'll need the sealant, 3M4200. And if you make a mess with this stuff, I found that the easiest way to clean it is a rag and just like parts cleaner or carb cleaner. You just because I got a lot of it on the little shaft here, you just get a rag, spray it with this, and it just cuts it right out. So you basically put the washer back in, put a washer, put a lot of silicone, the washer and the nut, and you tighten it as hard as you can from this side, and then you just clean up you know, any mess you made. This is how you adjust the steering. So you basically thread this in or out. You just put the jet nozzle dead center on the steering wheel, and you adjust the steering with this little nut here. You move the back nut a little bit, and that's what really tells it what, you know, how straight it is. And that's pretty much it. So you'll need this little part, the O2 sensor cleaner, I mean the O2 sensor remover, 3M4200, which is semi-permanent, and some carb cleaner if you make a mess.